Having a tool that keeps you organized is essential for a solopreneur because we've got so much stuff going on in our mind already. We need to have a place that helps us be organized. Do you want God's plan for your life? Do you want to discover your calling? Do you want to build a business that's aligned with God's will? Hey girl, hey! I'm Jeanette, business and faith coach. After a decade in the military, the Air Force said, "See you later," and I had to find my true calling. Want to know how God directed my life from a cybersecurity engineer to a faith and business mentor? In this podcast, I'll teach you how to start a business, how to know your business is God's calling, monetization techniques, how to trust the Holy Spirit, and how to set boundaries to listen to His word alone. Ready to become unapologetically unstoppable? Hey girl, hey. Oh my gosh. I know if you're like me, you've got a million things going on in your life and you need to keep organized because you can't drop any balls. It's not going to be happening. So let me tell you what I use. I use a tool called ClickUp. Now, ClickUp is a tool that people use in order to organize all their stuff. It's like a project management tool and it's great. It's great because I can put everything in there. Everything. If I can put stuff in there about my speaking business, about my course business, I can put stuff about the podcast in there. I can put stuff about my real life in there, like when the kids are doing this and when the kids are doing that. And it just makes everything streamlined and easy because there's a simple place where I can go look for all my stuff and it keeps it in there forever. You can have forms in there. You can have like a Word document. There's so many different things. And let me tell you one thing that I love about ClickUp. It's free. I mean, it is free. Like if it's just you and you're a solopreneur, it's free. So I want to tell you 3 things that I absolutely love about project management tools and why you need them. Okay. So I'm in my ClickUp right now. I know you can't see me, but this is what I've got in mind. So I've got a couple of sections in here and I use it for keeping track of all the admin stuff that I need to do. For me, admin stuff is something that I don't necessarily enjoy. So I've got a list in there. I've got a VA, and whenever I know that I need to do something, I will tell her to put it in my ClickUp. Or she will say, hey, after our weekly meeting, she'll say, hey, I put this in your ClickUp. Make sure you do this. And she'll put the dates in there. She'll put when it's due. She'll put the urgency level on there. And it's so easy for me to just go in there when I'm like scrambling or I'm homeschooling too. And I'm off track. I'm like, what am I even supposed to be doing? I just log into my ClickUp and I log into my ClickUp and I get to see all the things that I know I'm supposed to do. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't need to forget that. Oh yeah, this is going to be great. Oh yeah. So right now in my admin, I'm going to just tell you what's in there. Get highlights from each transcription. So that means for me that I'm going to highlight all the transcriptions from the podcast so I can make content from them. I'm already making content, so why should I make it even harder by also trying to figure out what I'm going to post on the grams? I don't need to do that. I've already created all this content. I need to repurpose it. And as I'm highlighting all the juicy nuggets, then my VA will go and put them in the Canva document that I've already created. So she just has to go, all right, that's one, that's another one, that's another one. And it makes it so easy. So when I'm ready to post like a carousel, I already have content created. It's already there. I just have to do it, which makes it a lot easier for my ADHD brain because then I don't have to like think about what I'm going to post and how it's going to look. It's already there. It's already done. Podcast organization. I'm really good at creating things. I'm not good at keeping things organized. So I need to go into my podcast folder on my Google Drive and just organize it how it needs to be. And another thing that I also need to do is send Megan, who's my VA, receipts because she's also doing some bookkeeping for me. So because she's doing bookkeeping for me, I want to make sure that I have everything in one place. I am not a good business owner sometimes, y'all, and all my different entities have different cards associated with them, and I need to streamline them. So that's what I'm in the process of doing, because then it's easier. I just did taxes and that was not fun. So I'm trying to get it. Yeah, I mean, it is already second quarter, but I'm trying to get it streamlined so that way I know exactly what is going to be happening in the second quarter. I mean, for the rest of the year. So that way, when it is tax time, I'm not sitting up all night looking at ones and zeros, because nobody likes doing that. That's insane, right? So when you're in here, this tool, you can have a team attached to it. So when she puts things in here, we also have a team like space. And she can also put stuff that's assigned to her, so I know what she's doing, and stuff that's assigned to me, so I know what I need to do. Then we've also got our podcast person in here, Gabby. And Gabby takes care of all the podcast, like the list of stuff. We've got like a schedule. We've got when it needs to be here, when it needs to be there. And I just love it. So if you're a solopreneur and you know you want to do a lot of different things, then you need to have a tool that's going to help you organize all your tasks. Now, there are some other tools. I started with a tool called Trello, and it's like a board system where you have these like modules that you can move from one line to another as things are happening. And I really liked it. And there's a view in ClickUp that you can also use. It's called a board view. But I just like ClickUp better because it's more comprehensive for me. It's not a one-trick pony. It can do things in and out. There's some other ones also. Asana looks a lot like ClickUp. I've never actually used it, but what I've seen, it looks basically the same to me, just a different brand. And then Monday is what I've heard that big teams use. I'm not a big team. I'm a team of 3. So think about that. So when you are organizing your stuff, I really don't care what tool you use, but you need to get organized, and you need to be something that you're constantly using. Something you constantly are going back to. I will say that with Trello, I didn't constantly go back to it because it was a little confusing for me to use. And no matter what you use, make it easy for you. I've got a friend that uses a whiteboard. She just uses a whiteboard and she puts her top 3 things on there every day, and that's what she does for that day. That's her process. I like tech because I can see it on my phone. I can be anywhere. That's just how I like to live my life, was with tech. I don't want to carry a bunch of papers around or remember which notebook I put it in because I got a new notebook for everything. So, like I said, organize your stuff. You're a solopreneur. You got to start acting like a business owner. You got this. Wow, that was so good. So I know that you know somebody that also needs to hear that. So share this episode. Leave a review. And I would love if you could watch my free workshop at JeanettePeterson.com/missingpiece. I'll see you guys over on the grams at Jeanette.Peterson. Bye.